when I photograph, I almost exclusively use Hasselblad, and the film I use is a Tri-X 220, and that's the combination I have for many years. I like square formats. I think for me it looks beautiful, and it's I can compose it better. One of the things I really like the using square format is, of course, there are Diane Arbus, there are Richard W. who used a square format, so I'm sure there is I'm copying it, or there's at least an influence of it. But the other thing that I like of using a square format is when I used to use 35mm camera, and one of the things that bothers me was that it gave me a choice, and actually I don't want to have a choice. I actually hate having a choice. And square format is a square, so 35mm you can go vertical or you can go horizontal. And when I see something that I want to photograph, that's one of the things I think about it. Do I compose, make a composition of the vertical photograph or the horizontal photograph? And I hate myself thinking about it, because when I make a photograph, it's not about the composition. It's not about making a perfect composed pictures. It's more of a my intention of photograph is about seeing, not about more so than photographing. And so that's the reason I travel. I want to see first, and I sometimes there's areas that I can't photograph, but if I can go, I will go there even without photograph, because I like to learn, I like to find out, I like seeing different things, and I don't really want to see the things I already know a lot, or so I always try to find something that I don't know, something that surprises me. And so camera is a very good, in a way it's an excuse to photograph, because, for instance, if you want to see kabuki actors in the backstage, you can't really go there and can I go and take a look at the how they dressed and things. Of course you can't do that, but if you tell them that you are a photographer, I'm a photographer, therefore I want to go there and photograph, then of course they said yes. You can do the same thing on the street. You can approach someone, you get curious about someone or something happening, and if you want to talk to them, if you have a camera, and it's easy for me to talk to them, because they see my camera, and so they figure out, well, it's a big camera, so he must be a photographer. That's how they think. So I can approach them. So I can go to someone's house and knock the doors, and like a hospital, for instance. I could go there and see it, and that's actually more my purpose of a photograph than actually making a photograph. Seeing is my main goal. I also like the fact that when you hold the medium format camera, I look down. I don't actually look to them, and I feel, at least for me, holding a 35mm camera and shooting that way, and especially now it's an auto winding camera, it looks very aggressive for me. And but when you hold the Hasselblad, you look down, because that's how you photograph. And when you look down, for me, it's kind of respect, because it's almost like you're bowing to them. A lot of times when I do approach someone on in the street, or even the hospital that I took, I made sure that they know the pictures that I'm making. So I like to give them first my Polaroid. So I photograph with my Polaroid back first, and I make the Polaroid, and I give the picture to them before I actually put my film magazine, and so that they know that what kind of pictures I'm making, and so there is I'm hoping that there is a good understanding, mutual understanding that my intention is. So that's the reason I use Hasselblad. Film, I use black and white, because that's how I learned many years ago. Black and white is, of course, there are color films, but I didn't really want to do the color because, maybe there's a way now, but I didn't know how to develop color film, and I didn't know how to make color prints. And usually you have to give it to the lab. So if you are serious fine art photographer, it was almost like a black and white, is because you control the development, you control the printing, you work in the darkroom, and so that's how and of course I like the image.